Hi, welcome to Miss Amy's Creations. Today we're making a Hungarian nut roll, and I will get into how this is made. Hi, welcome to Miss Amy's Creations. Today we are going to make something for the first time together. I've had friends that ask me if I make nut rolls, so I have a new recipe here I'm going to try out with you. So what I've done here is I've got everything laid out. I have a half a cup of warmed milk with 2 packages of yeast and about a tablespoon of sugar in it. Here I have a 1/4 cup plus 1 tablespoon of sugar. I have 1 cup of sour cream. I have 3 eggs, slightly beaten. And I have 6½ cups of flour. So, like I said, we're doing this together. So I'm going to put my glasses on, make sure I read the recipe correctly. So what I'm going to start with is our warm milk and yeast, which is already starting to react. Now I'm going to use a scraper here to get everything. And then we're going to add our sugar. Give that a little stir. We're going to add our sour cream. And I have been told that the sour cream is kind of what makes the nut rolls. So we have to do this in stages. We'll make our dough, then we will let that rise, and then we'll make our filling. So, I also have my 3 eggs. And I've been lucky to have farm fresh lately. And we're going to put about half of this flour in. You want to put about 3 cups. Now, on the stove, I also have a cup of butter that I was softening in a pan. So I'm going to add that to it. Okay, what I've done here is I took all those ingredients and I beat them with the blender, with a mixer, for 3 to 4 minutes. It came out very fluffy. What we're going to do now is we're going to continue to add flour to this until it forms a soft, sticky dough. So I'm only going to put half in it, because remember, it says it will take anywhere from 6 to 6½ cups. So you always want to add your flour slowly when you're making any type of bread. Well, this looks like maybe when I get this stirred up, we may be able to turn this out. Yeah, I think we will. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this flour And we're going to spread that out, because we will be incorporating a lot more of this flour into this dough. Because like I said, it's very sticky and soft. So we're just going to take this, turn it all out. Make sure we get it all. And what you're going to do is you're going to continue to do this, kneading the flour in for the next 6 to 8 minutes. So, I'm going to flatten this out a little. Put that flour on top. And I'm going to slowly mix this in. Okay, what I have done is kneaded this. Now we are going to put it in a greased bowl. Now you're going to want to put that in, then flip it over to get grease on both sides. Now we are going to just cover this, leave it in a warm place to rise. We want it to double. So you want to make sure how much you have in your pan, in your bowl, and double that. So, I will be right with you. Okay, now we're going to start the filling. So what I have here is a half a cup of cubed up butter. We're going to add 1 1/4 cup of sugar. We are going to add 1 large egg. And it is a half a teaspoon of cinnamon. I'm going to take this over to the stove, and we're going to get this cooking. Now, I'm just going to put this on a real low heat because I have a very large pan I'm using for this. But you're just going to stir this together, get that butter melted, and we're going to boil this just long enough to make a sticky syrup that it will stick to the back of your spoon. So I can come back to you when this has come to a boil. Okay, we've got our syrup here. We're going to add 4 1/2 cups of chopped walnuts and a large chopped up apple. Now this is the Hungarian version of these. And we're going to just mix this all together.
This here is a peer review article.
And this will sit and cool until our dough has raised and doubled in size. Okay, our dough has raised and doubled. I punched it down and rolled it out on to the flour table. Now I am going to cut this into 4. I'll try and get it as even as possible. We're going to set 3 of them aside. What you'll do then with this one is roll it out into approximately a 12 by 10 rectangle. Okay, this is not perfect, doesn't have to be perfect, just get it rolled out. You're going to take your filling, which has now cooled, and you know you need about a fourth of it. So we're going to throw some out here. And you're going to put this up to a 1/4 inch, or 1/2 inch from each edge. Now a spatula might work a little easier, I don't know. I just thought I'd use the back of my spoon here. Sorry it's taking me so long to do that. Okay, we're going to roll this up from the widest side, and you will just roll it like you would roll a jelly roll or anything like that. And what you're going to do is you're going to pinch off these edges a bit. Now, this is definitely too long for my pan, so I'm going to shorten it up just a tiny bit. And we're going to put it edge side down. And then again, we wait for that to double in size. So that will double up, and then we'll bake it.